Oh my goodness, we're backwards. Hi. I'm a cat, and yeah, I'm something. I don't know what I am. Hi. Woohoo. Hi there. I'm a cat. Ha ha ha. I'm going away now. Woohoo. Um. Hi. Ruff, 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 ruff. Here comes a dog. Wait. Oh, where is he? Where is he? How's he? Ah! Rawr, 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 rawr. I'm a dog. And I am whatever I am. I don't know what kind of animal I am. Anyway, hi. I am Carolyn, and I love to make things, and I love to pretend things, and I love to read stories. And it's super hot outside. And I thought that it would be a lot of fun to read stories that are about cold weather because, it's July and it's really, really hot. So I picked out some stories about mittens. 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 When I was a little girl, my mom told me the story of the three little kittens who lost their mittens. It was kind of a nursery rhyme. I hope you can see it. Yeah, there we go. So I was going to read you this book about the three little kittens who lost their mittens. And I'm pretty sure that most of the things that happen in this book happen in the fall when, the leaves are falling and the wind is blowing and it's cold outside. And then I have another book about mittens, about particular pair of mittens, that is by Jan Brett. And it's from a great big book called Jan Brett's Christmas Treasury. And look at the beautiful art. She's an amazing artist. And it's just called The Mitten. So, you wear mittens on your hands in the winter to keep your hands nice and warm. But we're going to start with the three little kittens. Okay. Three little kittens. First, you can see them kind of looking out the window, like we're all doing right now, hanging out at home, looking out the window. And here's their mom. This is a big cat. That's their mom. And she's knitting them some mittens. So here we go. Okay. Three little kittens. They got new mittens. And they began to cheer. Oh, mother dear. Oh, mother dear. May we go out and play? Here they are. Mom, new mittens. We're so excited. Let's see what Mom says. Put on your mittens, you sweet little kittens, and you may go out to play. Meow, meow, meow. Yes, you may go out and play. There she is, telling them yes. Don't you just love it when Mom says yes? Okay. The three little kittens, they played and played. They're playing and playing. Yeehaw. Oh, those are pretty red mittens. They spun and leaped and pounced, as kittens do. Whoa. Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear our mittens we have lost. Uh-oh. Okay, I think they were supposed to hold on to those mittens. Let's see what their mom says. What? Lost your mittens, you careless kittens? Then you shall have no pie. Meow, meow, the kittens cried, for they would have no pie. Let's find our mittens, then said the kittens. These pictures are so pretty. Look at the pie. I want some right now. There they are. Yep. I think they're going back outside. Soon, one little kitten had found her mittens. Mhm. Oh boy. Yes, somebody has found a mitten. Life is good, y'all. Okay. Then the second kitten had found his mittens. Another one found mittens. Yahoo! I think these pictures are really lovely. And the third little kitten then found his mittens. This one has yellow mittens. Woohoo! Super happy. Oh, mother dear! See here! Our mittens we have found! I think they're kind of proud of themselves. What? Found your mittens. You darling kittens. Now you shall have some pie. Meow, meow, meow. You shall have some pie. Everybody's going to get a piece of pie. Purr, 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 purr. They soon ate up the pie. But what happens next? Hmm. Oh, mother dear, look here, look here. We fear we've made a mess. You silly kittens, you're wearing your mittens. Their mother began to sigh. Meow, meow, meow. They all began to sigh. I don't think it was a good idea, do you? I don't know. It'd probably be easier to eat pie without mittens, but the three little kittens, they washed their mittens. I think that looks like the most fun way to wash mittens. It's just, kind of take a bath at the same time. It's like wearing your socks in the shower. Don't do that. You slip and fall. And hung them out to dry. Yes, they did. They have a clothesline outside. Oh, mother dear, see here. Our mittens we have washed. What? Washed your mittens? My good little kittens. Meow, meow, meow. The three little kittens put on the clean mittens, and they began to cheer. Oh, mother dear, oh, mother dear. May we go out to play? And what do you think is going to happen next? I don't know about you, but I think the whole thing could start all over again. They go out to play, and maybe this time they won't lose their mittens. That's the end. There they are, walking away or sitting away. Well, if I wanted to tell this story with puppets, I might make a little kitty cat puppet out of origami. Well, with origami. Look, it's just a piece of paper on a pencil. I folded it up. I found a link online to a video for how to make this guy. So, then I found a video for how to make a little puppy dog. He was a little bit easier. So, I'm going to show you how. You want to know how? I mean, It's easy. So I'll show you really, really quickly. You take a piece of paper that is a square. Let's see. Can you see it over here? Yeah. Okay. It's a square. Now, how did I get a square? Get somebody, if you don't know, get somebody to show you how to make a regular piece of paper into a square. It's not very hard. I'm going to show you. So, I have a piece of paper. This is just like a piece of paper that goes in the printer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top corner here and fold it down to where that lines up with the bottom of the sheet. And then make that a line. I didn't get it quite right. Okay, here's the really important thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah? Okay. So you do that, and then you just cut off this part, the extra part that hangs out. If you just take your scissors and cut that off, then you'll have a square. Now here's a smaller square. Okay, so you take this square and make it into a diamond. Turn it this way, and then just fold it. Whoop, so it turns into a triangle. Got it? All right. Now, this is going to become a dog. Now I'm going to take this triangle right here, and I'm going to fold it in half. That made an even smaller triangle. And then I'm just going to turn it so it's this little V shape. You got me? Now, on this side, or either side really, I just want to fold down the doggy's little ear. There's one. See how I folded it? You can't really tell. Yes, you can. I folded down a little bit. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. And open it out, and it looks like that. There he is. Oh, come here, you. And all I have to do now to have a little puppy dog is fold up the bottom of his little face. And now, I don't know if you can see. Can you see him? There's his ears. And this is going to be his little mouth. So I'm just going to take a pen and right here on the part that I folded up, I'm just going to draw a little nose for him. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the most important thing about making things. It's just, you know, I mean, if you really want it to be perfect, I guess, but there's my messy little nose that I made for him. And now he wants a couple of eyes. So I'm just going to put one on this side of the crease and another one over here. And then there's my puppy dog. Hello, friends. I'm so glad to see you all here today. Welcome to story time. It's really nice to see you. I've got my little floppy ears. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. And then if you wanted to, you could tape him to the back of a pencil or something. And then, here's another one that I made earlier. They could have a little conversation. Meow, meow, how are you today? Ruff, ruff, ruff. I'm just fine. How are you? You want to play? Yeah, I want to play. Do we need mittens? No, it's July, silly. It's not cold out at all. Let's go. Okay, there you go. So, you know, if you did not make that little doggy with me and you want to later, there are lots of YouTube videos about how to make an origami dog. And if anybody wants me to put a link on this Facebook page, I can do that. So just tell me. Now, here we go. Jan Brett wrote this really, really wonderful book called The Mitten. So it's another winter story. That one was kind of a fall story. This is a winter story. And for me, when I look at winter stories in the middle of summer, I suddenly don't feel so hot anymore. So I've got, this book is really heavy. Okay, called The Mitten. Sorry, it's crooked. The Mitten. Okay. Let's see if we can do this together where you can see the pictures. All right. This story is an adaptation of a story from the country called the Ukraine. So it's a Ukrainian story, and this writer slash artist, Jan Brett, adapted it and drew these amazingly beautiful pictures to go with it. The Mitten, a Ukrainian folk tale, adapted and illustrated by Jan Brett. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother, Baba, did not want to knit white mittens. "If you drop one in the snow," she warned, "you'll never find it." But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally Baba made them. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. Uh-oh. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room. Oh my goodness, look at this. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled, but when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Oh my goodness. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. Look at that hedgehog. Here's something I love. Look at mine's prickles. Or somebody's, is that a hedgehog? The hedgehog prickles sticking out of the mitten. Uh-oh. It gets better. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose in the air, and a fox, trotting by, stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. Are you ready? Here we go. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be, but what animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. Along came a meadow mouse, no bigger than an acorn. She wriggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Ah, 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 choo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten, silhouetted against the blue sky. As he ran to catch the snow-white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his new mittens. Here's the last picture. What does Baba see? That's one of my favorite stories from this book, but there are lots of them. It's by Jan Brett, and this is called Jan Brett's Christmas Treasury. She has lots of other books too. The first one that we read was called Three Little Kittens, and that's a nursery rhyme. My mom used to recite it to me when I was little. So, if you liked that, and you want to tell the story of the Three Little Kittens yourself with pencil puppets or anything like that, you can just go on YouTube and look up Origami Cat. Super easy. Or if you want to tell a story about puppy dogs, you can do Origami Dog. Origami Dog. I hope you had fun. So have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks for story time again. Bye, friends.